The regular season of football has finally come to an end. Find out which games we were at on Friday night here on myGSPN Recap. Good afternoon, guys. Chris Gonzalez here, and welcome back to myGSPN's Recap, where we talk high school sports. The show is brought to you guys by GardenGrocer.com and You Discover Florida. Little under the wind today, guys. I've been sick all weekend, so that's what's wrong with my voice. We have a very special recap with two games that we're going to be covering today. Pasco taking on Zephyrhills in the 9 Mile War, and the Battle of the Barrel between Edgewater and Boone. But before we get into all that action, I want you guys to go ahead and make sure that you're following us along on all of our social media platforms to stay up to date with your sports news. Now, guys, first off, we're going to be touching on Pasco versus Zephyrhills, the 9 Mile War between these two big-time rivals. Pasco will get things rolling with two plays. First, a 70-yard quarterback keeper for a touchdown, then a 65-yard fumble recovery for another score. Zephyrhills would find their way on the board with a field goal to make it 14-3 at halftime. Pasco would pretty much control the rest of the game, scoring a touchdown late in the third quarter and once more in the fourth. Zephyrhills will finally find the end zone, but it'll be too little too late. Pasco quarterback Darian Robinson told me that they were going to show out, and they did, winning 27-9, and they won the 9 Mile War. After the game, we were able to catch up with Darian about how it feels to get the win against a big rival on his final game of high school.
I mean, we've been working hard for this for the last 3 years. We couldn't really put it off the last 3 years, but we worked hard all year long to get this win. We bust our behinds. We came out here with confidence. We said we were going to do it. We were a man of our word. That's how we got that W. It was trust, brotherhood. If you're not a brother, you're not going to fight together. You're not going to eat together. It's all about eating together.
So congratulations to Pasco on that big-time win over their rival Zephyrhills in that historic 9 Mile War game. Another game that we were at, big-time rivalry, the oldest rivalry in Orlando to date, dating back to the 1950s between Edgewater and Boone in the Battle of the Barrel. Edgewater opens up on the scoreboard. Isaiah Connolly shows off his speed as he finds his way to the corner of the end zone for the Eagles. Next up for Edgewater is Christian Leary, breaking tackles everywhere. Fighting his way in for another Eagles score makes it 13-0 Edgewater. Fast forward, goal line situation for Edgewater. What do? You give it to that pit bull in the backfield wearing number 1, Isaiah Connolly for 6. Edgewater establishes a 20-0 lead early. Boone's going to find themselves on the scoreboard on a good old goal line QB sneak. And let's admit it, that was everyone's go-to on Madden in this situation. Score is now 20-7 Edgewater. After recovering an onside kick on the ensuing kickoff, Boone finds himself back on offense, and a few plays later, Christian Roberts gets his number called, bounces outside his right tackle, and puts his body on the line for another Boone Braves score. Makes it 20-14, Edgewater still leading in this one. It did not shake up the Eagles one bit. They have an answer for their rival as Cannon Mobley steps back and launches a rocket down to Tommy Hill. Bye-bye. He adds another score to the Eagles and bumps their lead up to 27-14 as the two teams head into halftime. Coming back from the break, Cannon Mobley's going to step back and find Christian Leary on the deep ball, who makes an amazing catch over his defender. That's both of their second touchdowns of the night, and Edgewater pulls away 33-14. Boone back on offense, ready to fight back a little bit. Ezekiel Santiago finds his way into the end zone for the Braves, making it 33-20. It was all Edgewater from here on out, and it all started on this punt return by Christian Leary. He shifts into 6th gear, puts his foot all the way down on the gas, and takes off for the punt return touchdown, setting him up for a big-time lead. And Edgewater was still not done. And who else? Isaiah Connolly gets his third rushing score of the night and bumps the lead up to 47-20. Last score of the game came off a goal line rush by Trey Bowie. Final score 54-20. And the Edgewater Eagles keep the barrel at home and take away another win, adding to their final record of 9-1 on the season. Edgewater is going to be heading into that playoffs off that big-time rivalry win over Boone, and it's going to be very exciting to see the Eagles make a push deep into the playoffs, hopefully into the state run where they're going to have that inevitable rematch against Lakeland this year. Now, guys, that is our show for today. On the recap, we would like to thank our sponsors, first and foremost, GardenGrocer.com. If you're staying in the Orlando area at one of the Disney resorts, go ahead and place an order for groceries to be delivered to your room at the time of check-in. Save money and time by shopping with GardenGrocer.com. And not to forget, You Discover Florida. If you're looking for a restaurant,
hotel, or just for something to do for fun this weekend, go ahead and give them a look on Instagram at UDiscoverFlorida. And hey guys, guess what? myGSPN is looking for interns. So if you love sports and talking about sports, then myGSPN has the perfect opportunity for you. We're looking for writers, reporters, and photogs. So if you're in high school and are eager to learn, then reach out to Brianna Gonzalez at brianna.mygspn@gmail.com for more information on that.
Once again, guys, I'm Chris Gonzalez, and thank you all for tuning back in to myGSPN's recap, where as always, you guys know, it's your sports, all you, all the time.